All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, orbit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry right now. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line. Don't let it free. Don't let it free. Hey, dribble it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yellow. Come on, man.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready up. Rock 57. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
We got 3. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Draw out. Check 4.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Good job.
Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24 and 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Washington's got it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Let's go, D.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
15. 94 is the mark.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, I 7. 57's the mic. Rock 57. I'm coming at 2.
2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. This is Cohen. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. On second down. It's Cohen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And they'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is third down. He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Balaj trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
46 to Mike. Here we go, G. Here I come. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. Here we go.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Balaj.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike. Yellow. Oh, here we go. Oh.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I got it. 2 times. 4 down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Hey, check Mike 57. Coming to you.
Look, squeeze.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready.
57 to Mike. Watch the flag. Let's go.
2nd and 13. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Jaguars. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Four down. Shoot.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, it's Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 82, watch 82, ball's coming 82.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
15.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Cohen. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Jaguars 49, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
It's 3rd and 9.
Yellow. On the line.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. All day.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Yo!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
This is Cohen on the toss. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy for you. It's coming again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Matchbox lights.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards.